Next up, we have our review of the new co-op action. No, not co-op. PvP superhero team-based shooter Marvel Rivals.
Technically, it's co-op, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It's
Your co-op is just, cooperating against people and not AI, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, our new hero shooter.
It's finally here, everybody. NetEase Games came out. This is the Chinese company that does a lot of Chinese conversions for video games for Blizzard, one of which they did the Chinese conversion of Overwatch. And then now we have Marvel Rivals made by them that looks an awful lot like Overwatch.
I don't know.
In the best way.
Every time I'm playing with you guys, I'm like, I kind of want to play Overwatch because the style of it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. This game is, in my own opinion, is better than Overwatch. But for some reason, every time I'm playing it, I'm like, I kind of want to play Overwatch. I don't know why.
Which I'm still so surprised because you're like such a Marvel fanboy and you like third-person games.
I know. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Like, what's wrong with you, man?
I'm enjoying this game. I love this game. I can play this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just how it looks. I feel like I'm playing Overwatch and I'm trying to do things that I usually do in Overwatch.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. So I'm like, I kind of want to play Overwatch
like
because of that. Like, because usually I'm either playing Jeff or the Punisher.
Yeah.
And what I'm used to with Soldier 76, which is very compared to the Punisher, is that I can sprint.
Right.
And in this one, I can't. I'm like, I just want to go fast, Yeah.
But
that's not a good, legit reason. This game is better. So, anyways, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Yeah. So Marvel Rivals, new game, team-based PvP shooter. You assemble your all-star Marvel squad, devise countless strategies by combining powers to form unique team-up skills and fight in destructible, ever-changing battlefields across the evolving Marvel universe. This is a free-to-play game in which you can choose from a vast array, 33 to be exact, of fan favorite and cult classic Marvel superheroes and supervillains from across the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, and many more from the Marvel multiverse. And this is very much like Overwatch in its design, in that you pick one of your 33 characters. There's 3 different types of characters. They basically have a tank, a damage, and a support, which they renamed them in here, which is confusing as shit.
Yep.
With Vanguard as your tank, damage as your duelist, and support is your strategist. So they have your healers, you have your tanks, and you have your DPS characters. And then they have currently just 2 modes in the game, escort and capture point capture, where you go and like capture the point and hold it, and then other teams have to take it back from you, or the escort mission, which one cool thing is every map has a different escort thing that you're escorting.
Yep. You can escort a Venom in like the symbiote area, and then you can escort when you're in what's the place that Thor lives at? Asgard. When you're in Asgard, you escort a chariot of some sort. I don't know about the other ones.
I know there was one that was like a little spider character.
Oh, Spider-Bot. In the Spider-Man Tokyo universe, which is one of the first ones we did, you're escorting a spider.
Yeah.
And there's also like hidden story bits in the game as well that you can find to figure out kind of what's going on. But it's pretty solid, man. Like, even playing those 2 game modes, I don't feel like it's repetitive to me. And I think the main reason why is because of the other features within the game, the destructible environments, the team ups alone are like super fun. I think Austin and I, were we streaming that night? I think we were.
Yeah,
we were streaming, and I was playing Jeff. He was playing Groot, and I was able to jump on top of his shoulders, constantly heal him, and attack. And we were just wrecking house right there at the end. But I love the team up abilities. It's pretty unique and fun.
Well, they do a good job at like explaining how the team modes kind of operate too, because like when you first play, like you get in the game and you pick your character and you have this like radial wheel that you select from.
Oh yeah.
And you can sort it based off of like which type of character you want, but then it tells you, just like Overwatch does, what is needed to balance out your team. Now they don't force you on that, so we run into the issue a lot where we don't have a healer and we're like getting our ass kicked. So like you've been opting to play Jeff, which has been great. He's like the best healer. He's basically like the Mercy of this
Overwatch
game. Yeah. And but when you
yeah.
are picking a character, it'll tell you like, hey, there's a team up available for this, so it can like encourage other players to get those characters to build that team up buff, which can either be a active team up thing or a passive, depending on what player your character you're playing. It was like I was playing with a group of people, and like we were playing with Thor, Storm, and Captain America. And if you have those 3 characters in your roster, Thor basically will passively electrify Storm and Captain America's abilities. So Captain America can press a button on his keyboard and activate electrified shield throws. And shit.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
Storm can do the same thing. So like you just run around as Thor, but other players can utilize that and get kills based off of your ability that you are giving them. And I feel like a lot, and then some of them are like what you said, where you can like jump on somebody's back and like, you know, do that thing where it's a little bit more of an active kind of thing. But I love that there's like a mix of that for the team up abilities throughout. But then like, you know, we have all the different freaking heroes, and there's a lot to choose from.
A shit ton. And they play very different, in my own opinion.
So different. I feel like one thing about this game that Overwatch, like I feel like the characters in here are a little bit more complex than Overwatch characters in a way than in most games. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like it seems like there's more abilities and buttons to click. Like I feel like there's usually like 2 or 3 options with Overwatch characters, and in this one, it's like most of them have like I mean 5. I mean, you have a left click ability, a right click ability. Oh, this is on PC, of course, but left click ability, right click ability, and like 3 button keys for most characters. And then there's a passive ability that usually comes into play, and then of course your ultimate. So
and don't they tell you the difficulty of each character?
They do.
Yeah, they give you like I think a star rating.
Yeah.
On how difficult it is to play this character. If you're not used, especially if you're just jumping into it and you didn't do any training, you can look at that rating and be like, oh, maybe I can get the hang of this character since it's like a 1 star. I can easily play as it. So,
yeah. Yeah, the characters that they have throughout are very, very cool. Like we started out when you play the tutorial, they teach you how to play. They start you with Punisher, right?
Yeah,
you start with and then I chose Mantis as my second character, who happened to be a healer, which was nice because I was able to like understand a healer pretty early. But as we played through, I think I've played 12 of the characters now, 10 or 12 of them, and there isn't a single character that I dislike, which has been cool because when I started with some of them, I was like, ooh, this character's a little rough. But then as I get into it, I'm like, oh no, I get it now. And it like makes sense. And I'm like getting a rhythm going. Like Magneto, for example, I started playing him and like instantly I was like, fuck yeah, this dude's legit. Like I was freaking, you just throw up shields and stuff, which is like, I forgot her name but there's another tank character in Overwatch that he's basically a copy of. And she runs around and can throw shield bubbles on people. And then I also have a Reinhardt shield that I can put up for like 3 or 4 seconds that like blocks all incoming damage. And then my gun just does a lot of damage. And then I have a right click ability that has a recharge that does like super damage. That'll do like I can cut out like a quarter or half of their health depending on how much health they have. And then I can just shoot them with my regular gun, which has 10 rounds, and then shield myself to defend. And then my ultimate, I jump up in the air and I look for somebody and like target them and drop on them and do a bunch of damage to them. So it's pretty sick. So you were playing what characters did you play?
So far I have played Punisher, which I enjoy. He's my DPS. Jeff, of course, because no one wants to play healer. And then I played around with Black Panther and I instantly hated it.
Really?
Because you got like there's certain characters, right? Fucking Black Panther, Iron Fist, and I think Cap. You have to go in there and start punching people if you want to do damage.
Yeah.
And it's a little difficult when you got fucking Iron Man up top shooting at you while you're trying to chase them down. But I'm not used to those characters yet. I want to play around with a Hawkeye, but I feel like I'm going to have to, with a lot of these characters, unfortunately, have to do the training tutorial and just play around with them in there. Because I can't really jump into a match and play a new character for me personally and just expect to be able to accomplish anything. Especially if I get a prime example, Jeff, outstanding character, but he is squishy as shit.
Yeah.
And you can heal yourself by like swimming around, going under the ground and stuff, and you can heal yourself with the bubbles and stuff. But like I jumped in there with him because I was like, fuck it, they need a healer. I want to try Jeff. instantly died constantly until I got used to the character. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I figured it out. So
You have to really think on your feet, with your fins, with Jeff, because like, I mean, the fact, I mean, you can't heal and heal yourself at the same time. So it's like, if you're not healing other players, then they're gonna die. But you gotta save yourself. So it's like there's a lot of like, going underground, popping up, throwing the water balloon bubbles out there, and then dropping down, and then throwing the
water
shoot beam
gun.
and stuff. Yeah, it's just like it's very fast. Way faster than I expected it to be. Whereas like Mercy, you just like fly around, just follow people, and you just heal them.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, no, you got to be like retro. You got to be like taking care of yourself.
And if
too.
you're playing as Jeff, they are hunting you down. They do not like you at all. And it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, yeah, they know who to go for sure. Yeah, like when I first played Groot, I also didn't like him at all. But then I've started learning how to play his character more, and he's got these walls, man. When you're doing that defense mission. Where you defend the point, like you can put up the walls to block sections and stuff.
Annoying.
I'm like, okay, that's pretty fucked up, but that's kind of cool at the same time, Iron Man is freaking OP right now. Like you can just fly up in the air and like just stay up and just shoot people down. But I have found that people have learned how to counter him really well. And like if you have a Hawkeye in the game, like that Hawkeye can freaking shoot out of the sky. In a heartbeat.
If you charge up Hawkeye's bow by pulling it back and just hold it, you can fucking one-shot people, but you got to get that hit.
Yeah.
So...
And I've seen some really deadly Venom and Spider-Man combos.
Those combos annoy the shit out of me,
dude. They are like all over the place, just like freaking wrecking shop. And I mean, they are brutal.
And plus, they get that any Spider-Man together, you'll get a Venom bonus.
Oh, really?
They all can use the Venom ability. So
yeah. My biggest surprise character though was when I played Thor. At the very end, I didn't know I would like Thor because he was like a level 3 difficulty or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, there was a point where I think I got like 15, 20 kills before dying with him.
Jesus.
And it was just like going around, just like bam, 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 throw the hammer, bam, 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 throw the hammer again. And like just doing all kinds of crazy damage dealing and stuff like that. He was pretty awesome. I also really liked playing so Captain America. I learned his thing is I thought you had to be like right up to people all the time, but what happens is when you're playing with Cap, you have to hit them 2 or 3 times, and once you do that, you can get about 10 to 15 meters away from them, and you just start throwing your shield at them. But you have to get those first 2 hits on them in order to activate that, so you have to get close, and then you can pull back and start unleashing combat.
I see.
And then if you break that, then you have to go in there again and do it. But it's like you can move away. Like I thought I had to be like right on top of them every time, and I never realized that, and I kept dying. But then once I discovered that, I was like, okay, go in there, shield throw, speed boost, and then you have your shield where you can just like pop up and like
and defend
yourself.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can like make the attack go back to them if you pop up your shield at a certain point.
I think so,
almost
maybe.
like a counter.
Yeah, it might be right. Yeah. But there's a lot of like stuff to figure out a lot of meta to learn and figure out. And I kind of wish there was they started with a few less characters just so it wasn't so overwhelming at first.
Well, how many? You think like 10?
Oh no, not that little. Like, I mean,
15?
25, 25?
Like just 5 less.
Just take 5, 10 less or whatever. Yeah. Just like a little bit, because there's not many support characters. But there's a lot of DPS characters, and I wish there was a little bit less DPS and stuff where they would like slowly introduce them, because they're going to start adding more characters, and I mean they have like a huge array that they can probably add.
Yep.
But I'm like, I wish they left a few of them out just to give us some time to kind of understand more quickly. But at the same time, it's like there's so much variety that you can find your 5 or 6 that you love and just stick with that, you know. Because like I tried Moon Knight and I can't figure out Moon Knight for the life of me.
Yeah, I thought I would like Moon Knight. I played him for a little bit, but there was someone else playing Moon Knight and he was kicking my ass. For some reason, he decided to hunt me down as well. So, but I want to play through all the characters and figure out more characters I enjoy, especially with the different classes and stuff.
Right.
Because I don't mind playing healer, but every once in a while you don't get a lot of kills, but you help out like a fucking shit ton with a healer. So I don't know. I think I do enjoy this like a lot.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish they had their battle pass is kind of weird to get into. which I'm not a fan of. There's stuff in there you can. It's almost like Fortnite. You have the battle pass, but there's stuff in there you can get. But to actually get stuff, you have to purchase the battle pass, which is fine. But there's not a lot of stuff in it that makes me want to purchase it. You know?
Yeah,
what
I mean, a lot of these games, like, I mean, the finals has the same thing. A lot of these games have the same thing where it's like you unlock skins and like little like ornaments for your weapons, for example, in the finals and stuff like that. And like that stuff, I just don't really care about that much. Care. You know, I want the character skins are like the biggest thing for me. You know. Mm-hmm. And there's, I think, now this battle pass is season 0, so it's not like it's a half battle pass essentially.
Yeah.
So it's not everything that will be available, but like I don't want the sprays really that much. Like they're fine, but and there's like the animations, which actually the animations actually are kind of cool in here because that's when you win MVP, like that's what shows up. You can pick that, and it's nice that they've like accentuated that.
Yeah.
So,
and that's another feature I like since you brought that up is like the end game, everyone's lined up and you can watch each person's highlight just by selecting whoever the character was. You can watch their own personal highlight of their best like round in that game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Which normally you just see like the best player's highlight, but it's nice that they give you the option to see everyone's highlights. And you can also give everybody accolades if you want to. So you can just be like, you did good, you did good, you did good, and just, give that around. So there's a lot of team upliftingness that can occur.
Good morale.
Yeah.
So,
and then if you save your highlight, you can share it to TikTok. That's the only option.
Well, TikTok's going to be gone next month. So
I know, it's crazy.
What are we going to do then? Just Instagram?
I mean, I don't use TikTok, so I mean, I'll be fine with that. But, everybody else can be sad. It's probably going to be a revolt. I don't know.
Trump's going to come out with his own. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah. Truth talk.
Yeah. So
who knows? But
and then back to the battle pass. It wasn't. I could be wrong about this, but I think this is the first game that's doing this. That you can still get the battle pass even when the season's over. You can still go back to it and select.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah. Very excited about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is kind of like, in a sense, how Helldivers operates, because those are like, but they're like not as battle passy as like here, but yeah. But I do love that you can go back and do that. And I also noticed, so I wasn't catching this until we started playing with Joe and his friend Chris, but they were focused on like all the achievements and challenges and shit.
Yeah,
I know. So there's that event going on now where you have the different achievements, and as you unlock them, it like collects all the different cards and eventually unlocks like some kind of special cosmetic or some shit. So there's like stuff in there to kind of like keep you motivated to like
keep
drive through, just like, Call of Duty has all the gun unlocks, but in here, like all the different skins and stuff there's so much flexibility for the skins in this game, like all the multiverse shit and everything. Like it's going to be insane if they can keep this pony afloat,
Different comics variations, different movies that are coming out. I mean, yeah. And along with that, on top of that, is just like you said with the MVP stuff.
Yeah,
they can pull that from movies and stuff and just like expand on a lot of it.
Did you know that the people that did this game are also the ones that did Once Human?
Did not.
Yep,
that's interesting.
I was very happy about that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's super good, man.
Is there a character on here that you want to see that you haven't? That's not on here currently on this roster.
That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
I kind of want to see Doc Ock.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be cool to see running around.
I mean, actually playing Green Goblin, just like flying around on the surfboard would be kind of cool.
Or Silver Surfer, I guess.
Yeah,
since you said surfboard. I know they have pics up of Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, and Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
those 3 should be the next ones that are coming out because they have actual photos of them.
Or if they bring Daredevil in here, if like you can have like a
sonar, blind
vision or whatever, like lets you see through walls and shit, because
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of different people. I also forgot to mention I played Scarlet Witch. Have you played her yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she's OP as shit.
That's what I heard.
Because you just hold down a button,
and
she just fires and just does immense amounts of damage.
Jesus.
And then she can press a button. She's kind of like who's the cloaked character in Overwatch?
Overwatch?
Yeah. Reaper.
Kind
of like Reaper, except instead of having like a shotgun.
Yeah.
She's got like a freaking submachine or like a massive gun that can just like instantly fire. But she has a button she can press that turns her invisible and lets her fly away.
Holy shit.
And then she can then float back down and then do more damage to you.
I seen someone combo up with Doctor Strange and Wanda. He used his portal and fucking put it above the capture point, and Wanda's right there using her ability, just raining hellfire.
Really?
On top of it.
That's
It's
pretty
fucking
sick.
crazy.
I also heard somebody using the portal to like send people through the portal to make them fall to their death.
Oh, that's like a constant thing, dude. That's why I'm not like running full force out the door because I'm worried someone has Doctor Strange and they're going to get me.
I will say that portal is a pretty impressive feature to have in this game for so fast multiplayer. Like the technical achievements in this game are honestly pretty impressive. Like all the shit that they have that just works because the game runs smooth. I didn't really find many bugs, and we had some issues. You had some issues.
I had some issues,
loading.
but it was my PC. I had to update my drivers and do some other things, but it's working. After I did that, fucking smooth.
Yeah. But it's been a blast to play. I've really thoroughly enjoyed myself with it. I mean, I hate that there's another multiplayer game out there that I want to play, but
I wonder what numbers are higher right now, either Rivals or Overwatch. Or if they dipped whenever it dropped.
Oh yeah, Rivals is like crazy. Well, actually, Overwatch is even on Steam though. Now that I think about it,
it's not on Steam. You said?
I don't think. Well, I mean, it is, but it's not like because it plays through the Blizzard launcher, so I don't know how much you'll see here. Oh, it's dropped a little bit. Damn. Path of Exile 2 is like blowing up right now. I am honestly surprised that
Counter-Strike 2
gets as much as it gets, man. Like I love Counter-Strike 2, but like I am shocked that it has 1 million people playing it on Steam right now. And Marvel Rivals has 400,000, which is still amazing, but the fact that it rose itself up to like number 4.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is still there. Jesus, man.
There's Helldivers. Look at that. Fuck yeah, dude. I love seeing Helldivers on the list. Hey, Delta Force, 102,000. Pretty good. Yeah. But no, Marvel Rivals is great. They have announced some of their content roadmap here. So the game is, of course, out. Let's see here. I wanted to talk about what they're doing for the future.
33
So
heroes.
Season 0 has the month-long lifespan. So it's going to be, we have 8 maps right now, a conquest map, a new practice range, and then the shortened battle pass. And then Season 1 will debut in January. And then after that, they'll be modeled similarly to that one, lasting 3 months each and ushering in new heroes, team-up abilities, maps, and occasionally fresh game modes. So there's plenty of new maps to have.
I feel like by the end of next year, we're going to have like 50 heroes to pick from.
Yeah, probably. Well, think of the balance stuff they have to do, you know?
Yeah.
I thought they had revealed some stuff already, but maybe not.
I'm shocked how much I am enjoying this game. I would have kept playing. Are we going to stream it this Tuesday? What are we streaming? Oh, we're doing Helldivers.
Yeah, Illuminate.
Illuminati. The Illuminate.
Okay, never mind. They don't have anything for Season 1 yet, but yeah, there's a lot that can be done with this game, and I'm very excited about it because they have a good setup so far. Like this is something that I can see playing for a long time because the matches are so short too. Where you can jump in, play for an hour. Like it's not something that, I mean, I did play the night we played for the stream. I did end up playing a full 5 hours that night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because after you logged off, like I think I played till like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was bad, but it was so fun, and I was able to go through all these different characters and try new stuff and just having a blast. Like, I mean, especially when you have the wins. Like the wins in here are so high. Like you have such a strong high feeling from it. Where like I haven't felt this since the finals, and since the finals, I haven't felt it in a long ass time. Other than Rocket League, you get that.
Oh yeah, you get that a little bit. Yeah,
but like that's the only game that's been able to give me that. I don't really get it from Call of Duty. Like the big victory. I mean, I love winning and losing in that, but I don't get those big satisfying victories.
Yeah,
Battlefield, the games are so long that like when you do win, it's like you kind of know. It's like you know when you're gonna win.
Yep.
But like the finals and in Overwatch, you can get those like clutch victories where it's like you're losing the whole entire game, and all of a sudden at the very end you just pull it through.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh my god, we did it! You know, it's
that push, man. You get that like, oh, we're about to lose. You got to push, and there's a chance. There's a chance you can win.
Big old adrenaline increase and stuff. It's awesome. So Marvel Rivals, y'all. There you have it. That's our review. We're, I think, enjoying it
I haven't
quite a
played
bit.
Adam Warlock yet.
Yeah, I want to check out Adam Warlock.
Is there a character you haven't played yet that you want to play? Or
Yeah, there's a lot of them I want to play still. Like, I really want to try. Let's see, Black Widow. I want to try. I want to try. Maybe Hulk. Luna Snow seems like she's pretty good. I've seen people kick ass with Penny Parker.
Oh yeah.
So I got to try that one out. And then I haven't tried Spider-Man yet.
My girlfriend likes Cloak and Dagger and Mantis.
Okay.
Yeah, those are two she likes.
I played the Punisher the other day.
I want to play
again.
Winter Soldier or Wolverine.
Punisher was freaking intense. I heard people were disappointed with Wolverine, but I haven't tried him yet. But yeah, Venom was cool. Venom was hard though. Austin was kicking ass with Venom.
Oh yeah, he was.
I cannot figure out. I cannot get him.
You were kicking a lot of ass with Magneto.
Oh yeah,
and like I was very shocked because you picked him up right when we started playing, and you were just like, "Yep, found my character." And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Mantis is fun though. Mantis reminds me a lot of Zenyatta, which was my first healer that I loved in Overwatch. So that was fun. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity to have a good time here and switch up, because like going from like Iron Man to Magneto to Mantis to like even Thor, like and Captain America, like there's such different experiences with each character.
Right?
Yeah.
So crazy.
It's like I'm playing 6 different games in a way. It's wild. But yeah, it's a good time. Marvel Rivals, y'all. Check it out. Available now on it's actually on all platforms, I think,
it is.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
So it's cross-platform as well, so that's really exciting. And they got a good start here. I mean, as long as I was reading some stuff, people talking about how like they love how kind of chaotic this game is, and that they haven't been hit by a bunch of balance changes yet. So I'm gonna be curious to see like if when they start balancing characters, if that's gonna make the game better or worse. Like if they're gonna overbalance things and make it not as fun, because there's something kind of interesting about like, I don't know, just the chaos of like getting a game with Venom and Spider-Man. They're so OP, and it's like, holy shit, what's going on? But then the next round you can do your own OP build,
try to fight against it, but you need communication on it. Right?
Yeah.
So,
and the fact that we can get 6 people in a squad, freaking exciting.
Dude.
Yeah. So Marvel Rivals, y'all, it's out now. Who would have thought? December release, bringing home some excitement. Definitely gonna play this over the break. If y'all want to play with us, join us in our Discord channel. You can check out that link in the show notes, and let us know what you think of Marvel Rivals. If you're liking it, disliking it, if you're gonna go back to Overwatch, or if this is your new Overwatch, hit us up.
Pretty sure this is a lot of people's new Overwatch.
I think it is. Well, it's like a lot of people said too. It's like there's a lot of things that Overwatch promised and Overwatch 2 that they didn't deliver on that this game is delivered on now.
I love the destructible environment.
Yeah.
I shot through a wall and got someone, dude. It was so satisfying.
Nice. Yeah. Blowing shit up is fun. The fact that they actually have there's a lot of lore in here that I haven't read yet, but that's kind of cool. It's 6v6, which they finally Overwatch went back to 6v6, but people were bitching about the 5v5 thing. There's tournaments at launch, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So a lot of stuff here.
Marvel Rivals.
Check it out.